Hello and welcome to Light Waves by todderbert. If you enjoy reviews of flashlights, rechargeable lanterns, and other portable light sources, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, we have the Lumintop. This is the everyday carry AA tool-fueled flashlight. You can find this flashlight retailing on Amazon for $15.99. I got mine on sale for $12.50, so keep an eye out for sales. $12.50 does represent a good bargain for what this is. So let's check it out. Lumintop everyday carry flashlight. Pretty basic box. Took everything out of it. Gives an idea. Some QR codes there. Okay. And I think on this side tells you what type of LED, and we're in the OSRAM here. Okay, cool. So in the box, we get the star of the show. The EDC AA. Nice. Okay, cool. Now, you've probably seen this before. This is a re-release. They discontinued it for a while and they brought it back without the included battery, which is kind of a bummer. But yeah, so you put whatever battery type you want in there. Takes any type of AA, which is nice. We get a carry lanyard. We get some O-rings. We get a glow-in-the-dark lantern diffuser cap. Nice. And then we get our user manual. Let's check it out real quick. Illustration. All right, so you'll see there it can run on 14500s or AA's, and there's your low, medium, high turbo mode. Now this particular flashlight, I believe I got one of the pilot examples. They said somebody else complained about theirs, their high and turbo mode not working. I'm having an issue with my turbo mode not working properly on regular AA batteries. So hopefully they're going to fix it, but we'll talk about that and we'll show you what I'm talking about. So there you go, run times. There's some features, which we'll try to hit most of, but in case I miss something, there you go. Over here, operations, pretty basic. It has mode memory, which is nice. And it has the low, medium, high turbo as you cycle it. There's a hidden strobe feature as well. There you go. They recommend using a 14500, of course. I had no problems with the flashlight using a 14500. Worked perfect. Okay, so we're done with that. Let's get to the flashlight. Awesome. All right, so set to the side. We'll go over dimensions. I'll lower this down since it is a smaller, compact AA powered flashlight. Okay, so for length, we have 3 5/8 of an inch or 91 millimeters. For a head diameter, we have 5/8 of an inch or 17 millimeters. Same with the tail, 5/8 or 17 millimeters. I think there's a little bunny on there. Lumintop bunny. There you go. You can see it. Awesome. Weight is 23 grams without the battery. So to give you an idea. Right now I'm running an Eneloop regular white one in here. As far as batteries go, let's do a size comparison. We're going to bring this up. So let's see. I got a couple things. Put this in the middle. I have a competitor which we're going to kind of compare it to is the ThruNite Archer 1A. Just came out. It's a little bit bigger flashlight. Only has 2 modes, but it doesn't have a mode memory, which is nice because there's no parasitic drain on the battery. That's a handy thing to have. But you only get 2 modes, so you kind of give up one for the other. I have a AAA battery. Idea. And then we have a AA battery. EBLs. All right, cool. And then, of course, I have the 18650 flashlight. This is the ThruNite TC15 version 3. Good workhorse of a light. Well, just to give you an idea, there we are. And then, of course, there's always more competitors out there, like we got the ThruNite Saber, give you an idea. And then we have its own competitor. It is actually its own competitor, and we're going to talk about that. Is the Lumintop Tool AA. So, which is actually about the same length. So there you go. Give you an idea. Awesome. All right, let's go over features real quick. And then we'll do a little shootout with the ThruNite 1A and the EDC because they're the same price. You can get this ThruNite 1A for $15.99 as well. All right, so feature-wise, bring it back on down. All right, so on the front here, we have a hexagonal diffused lens. It really makes a nice beam. I guess there's TIR optics in there as well. Here's a glow-in-the-dark O-ring around there. So if we turn this on, It should give us a little glow. There you go. But you can see it's a very diffused beam. Pretty amazing as far as the beam goes. I really like that. Of course, it has the LED is the OSRAM GWPUSRA1 in cool white. We got that typical aluminum body. They're aircraft grade with a Type 3 hard anodized finish. Nice. We got some diamond cut knurling, which is actually a nice little grip. I like the grip on this flashlight. I do like that. That's the one nice thing about this flashlight is the grip and the fact that it's pretty compact. The clip is really nice too. We have a hat belt and it's kind of a deep carry. I think the Lumintop tool, it's not as good of a clip as this EDC. I really like the clip on that one better. You can see the difference on the clips. Yes, this is reversible here to here, but it's kind of wimpy compared to that. And if you compare it to its competitor, the competitor has a similar clip, I believe. Yeah, deep carry style. Still this looks more robust. Definitely a bigger clip. All right, cool. All right, so going to the back here, we have our tail switch, and when you operate it, it's pretty basic. You can momentary, so it has mode memory, so remember where you're at. So you have a low, medium, high, turbo. Unfortunately, turbo on mine, so I'll show you what happens. Holding on turbo, actually will go out and blink. And this is with a brand or recharged or fully charged end loop in here. I tested it with brand new lithium, and it just fails on going to turbo properly. Use this, and I used a brand new alkaline battery as well. So yeah, I don't know what's up with that, but the turbo will work with the 14500 batteries. So makes you wonder, but I'll put that in there and we'll show you. But yeah, so we have our low, medium, high, turbo. Now, I'm just doing that by lightly pressing without even engaging the flashlight. So you find the setting you want, then you can engage it, clicking it in. Now from off, I believe it's 6 presses to get to strobe. So if you can't handle flashing lights, turn away. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now we got our strobe. It's going away here. I believe this is 100 lumens. Yeah, 100 lumens. Nice. Now, of course, it's not stopping here. That's good. So there you go. Very handy. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now, a neat thing I noticed is these gold plating on the connector. On the tool, it's not gold plated, so something to keep in mind. So they did try to build this up nicely. It looked like a similar internals compared to the tool. So that's what I'm using. And a loop rechargeable. We'll put in the 14500 and show you the turbo mode works perfectly. So we'll go cycle it. Oh yeah, that's right. So when you switch batteries, sometimes when you go to the higher mode, you gotta adjust it. Okay, open and close it. So let's go ahead and just go cycle it. Low, medium, high, turbo. So right now we're on turbo. Holding it to see if it'll go out. Just heating up instead. It might start to throttle. But otherwise, no problem with turbo. And like I said, at first I thought it was low voltage on the battery, but it's not. There's something up with the UI. And I think Lumintop addressed that in that person who responded on that Amazon review. But I'm not too upset because I probably won't use turbo. It's very slight. And you'll get to see that in the pictures in a second. But that's with the 14500. And yeah, I'll just take that back out, put the end loop back in for comparison's sake. Because I believe with the end loop, I'll be closer to the ThruNite's 32 lumen versus using this. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put this end loop back in. Sweet. Pretty easy to change the battery. And of course, you get the 2 extra O-rings. Loving that. So we're going to head to the garage. We're going to take pictures of the EDC AA in action. And then we'll come back and we'll compare it to the ThruNite Archer 1A. So let's head to the garage where I took pictures of it. Okay, so here I'm at the garage, 15 feet away from the garage door. The light is on turbo. Not for long though, as you know, the issues I'm having with it. It's 195 lumens, expected to run 30 seconds before it throttles down to 100 lumens, running the remainder of the battery out at 1 1/4 hours. Expect a total throw of 61 meters when using it with a 14500. Next, we're moving on to high, which I had no issues with regular AA batteries. High is 100 lumens, pretty much it's a little slightly dimmer, but not by much. And 100 lumens for 1.5 hours is nice. So you probably won't miss the turbo if yours has a turbo issue as well. I'm hoping to get an exchange, but yeah, otherwise it's not a big deal. Now we're going to medium. This is 20 lumens. Expect a runtime of 9 hours. Medium mode, 20 lumens, 9 hours with a nice diffused beam is a great setting to have for all the time. And now if you could just make it out, this is low, this is 2 lumens. Expect a runtime of 72 hours. A nice long runtime at a low light. Good for close-up work on a bench. Okay, let's go back to the bench. Do a quick demo. So yeah, we'll set these up here. I'll bring this up. All right, awesome. This is IP68 Waterproof, by the way, and it has 1.5 meter drop resistance. So that's a quick deal. I like that. We're going to put a little deck of cards here, give you an idea of the color temperature. I like to do that. So we're going to set these. I'm going to set this one on medium, which is 20 lumens. There it is. Lock it in place. And then the ThruNite always starts on low, which is nice, like I mentioned. So we just turn that on. And ThruNite is running at 32 lumens. 15 hours, by the way, 32 lumens. Its high is 312 lumens for 1 hour on a standard battery. I am using it in a loop in here as well, to give you an idea. And it has no problem running at 312, which I'll show you. Yeah, so 312 lumens right now, and it won't turn off. So it's not an issue of the battery, it's an issue of the UI. So hopefully they address that pretty quick. All right, so there we are. Okay, I'll turn the lights off, give you an idea of the beam pattern, and then we'll do final thoughts. Okay. So, yeah, the reason why I brought the ThruNite 1A out, it's brand new, and it's a good competitor. And it feels more solid. It's definitely larger. It's got a nice grip to it. It's got a nice tail switch as well. I like it. I think it's a hard plastic switch versus the rubber on the Lumitops. This is a rubber tail switch. So yeah. Okay, so as you can see, the Lumitop has this really soft beam, which is just its main focus is this. This is what you buy it for. It's a nice diffused beam if you're inspecting things. And of course your ThruNite has more of a spot to it, but it's also very diffused as well. But it does have that hot spot for a bit more throw. Its throw, I believe, is 91 meters when using a 14500, to give you an idea. Okay, let's bring it in there. There you go. Get an idea for the color temperatures. All right, cool. So now we'll just turn that off. Now we're on the Lumitop. So yeah, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned the price is the same, $15.99. Both these are the same retail price. So we'll go ahead and we'll just cycle through. So low, medium, high, turbo, which isn't quite working right with this flashlight, but that's okay. You get an idea. Low, medium, high is what you're going to be using mainly with this flashlight on AA batteries. I think I'd be happy with that. Not a problem. There you go. And then, of course, when you're using with a radio, you have minimal RFI, which is nice. So yeah, you could use this all day long, not an issue. They're small radios. Cool. Alright, so we'll go ahead and we'll turn our lights back on and do final thoughts on EDC AA. Oh yeah, I can show you the lantern mode. That's pretty nice. Bring in the cards. There you are. You can't really tail stand it. That's an issue. Tool you can. You can see that the tool's tail stands. Well, this table's kind of crooked, but there you go. Give you an idea. Oh yeah, I probably should show you the tool in action too as well. More of a spot because it has a standard reflector and it has some spill with a hot spot. There you go. Cool. All right, and then this here, turn this off and you can see you got that glow in the dark. Nice. Okay, let's turn the lights back on and we'll do our final thoughts on the EDC AA. So yeah, there's quite a bit of choice here. What to do and what to get. I kind of wish this came with a battery. They probably will have a version, hopefully in the future. Color lights. There we go. Bring this on down. Okay, my likes. What I like about this for final thoughts. Compact size. I really like the size of this flashlight. When you look at this competitor, it's a bigger flashlight. It's thicker. It's a little longer. I mean, yeah, it's you're getting a more compact flashlight that can take the same battery types, which is pretty fantastic. And you get more modes. I do like the fact that you do get the extra modes. You do get that 2 lumen low, which is pretty handy in the dark. I really like that. And many of you will probably agree on that. So, yeah, not having turbo and it work properly on AA's right now, it's not a big deal. If I wanted turbo, I could throw this in there. Otherwise, standard batteries, low, medium, high works fine. Again, happy with that. Plus, you get longer run times anyway by doing that. But anyway, you can see the difference there. But price-wise, they're the same price. So you have to ask yourself, what do you really want? Do you want a flashlight that doesn't have mode memory, that won't have any kind of parasitic drain? Go with the ThruNite, because in that battery you put in there, say you put a lithium, will probably last you years, versus this one here might dump the battery, over a couple months' time or something. But, holding its memory. Over time, this is probably the better one if you're going for long-term storage. If you're using it all the time, then this is probably a no-brainer. You go with the EDC AA, if they're the same price. So that's just my opinion on that. Low cost again. The beam is fantastic. You saw that. Just that's its main selling point is the beam. Of course, dual fuel. It can use the 14500s, no problem, as I showed you. And yeah, these you can pick up. Orbtronics, you can pick up. I don't know if they sell their batteries. They're like Type C rechargeable 14500s. This one you got to put in a charger. But they do sell ones where they have Type C where you can just plug it right in. That's kind of handy. You can do that. The belt clip is really nice on here. I mentioned that. It does have a couple lanyard hook points, as you can see. That's how you hook up your lanyard. There. So yeah, that's a nice way to have it. We also have the included diffuser cap, another added feature, which you don't see too often. Bonus, mode memory. In a way, I do like mode memory. 2 lumen low setting is nice, and low RFI. When I'm using this to my radios, it's fantastic. No RFI, no issues. I believe the tool does put out some RFI, if you're wondering. So, but as far as price goes, you might want to look at the tool because it has a guarded tail. This is what I don't like about the EDC AA. It's exposed tail. Sure, it's got the nice deep carry clip, but you're probably going to engage the light by that easy to turn on tail. If you're using a tool, you can see it's guarded, less likely to engage that tail switch. So that's one nice thing going for the tool. The other nice thing is that this is $15.99. Well, last I looked, this was $18.59. So you're looking at $2 and $3 more. So you might want to think about getting the tool, which uses the same battery types and has just a better build. As you can see there. If you don't mind the more of a spot on the light. Again, low light is not a big of an issue. But there you are. Anything else I don't like about this? I wish it had a lockout. And of course, the guarded tail. So, and of course, turbo issues being a problem, but I think that's something they're going to fix. But overall, if you get it on sale for $12, it's a buy. At $15.99, I would get the Lumintop tool or the ThruNite Archer 1A. That's just me personally. This gives you more modes. This gives you simplicity. And of course, this gives you a compact form factor. So that just gives you some choices there of which ones you can pick. All right, so there it is, the EDC AA. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me a big like if you did. If you like the flashlight, give it a big like. It's been out for a while. They just reintroduced it. And of course, 2, if you like Lumintop brand, you want to see more, hit subscribe to the bell icon. And 3, comment below what you think about the EDC AA. Is it for you? Let me know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in my next video.